News that we are breaking to you. A Malayalam actress was molested while she was travelling in a train. The actress said that she felt someone touch her inappropriately while she was lying on her berth. The Thrissur police has registered a case and the accused has been arrested.
Actually, I was traveling from Kannur to Trivandrum. I was sleeping and this guy was sleeping right opposite to my seat. So I felt that somebody was rubbing my lips. So when I opened my eyes, this guy with his left hand was rubbing on my lips. So I caught his hand and I switched on the light, and then I called for help and nobody came. So I went to see the TTR. So that was the incident. And when TTR came, he called for the police, and they came and they took over the case.
Vivek Karindalam on the phone line with me. Vivek, I understand that Thrissur police has registered a case now and the accused has been arrested. What are the authorities telling you? What is the police version in this case?
Yes, the police has arrested one Mr. Anto, who hails from Kanyakumari district, on Wednesday late night itself, near the Vadakanjeri police station. And yes, he's been arrested under after an FIR has been registered.
Right.
Under section 354 of the IPC. This incident happened in the Maveli Express, which is going from Mangalore to Trivandrum on Wednesday, when Sanusha, the actress, was on her berth. The person who was just parallel, in the opposite berth, actually tried to keep his finger over his lips, which she was asleep, and when she was awake, she saw this, and she just holded his hand and shouted and switched on the light. And what actually is the most worrying part in this incident is that all those people who were there actually in that berth did not even bother to be with her at that point of time and support her. Instead, they were just mute spectators. They were just very silent, and this is something which has alarmed her. And then she had a colleague, she had a friend called Mr. Umi, who's also a producer in the same coach. And there was also a person called Srijit from Calicut who actually intervened in part of the local police, the railway police. And the very next station, that was in the Thrissur station, when the train reached Thrissur station, the police just came to the spot and arrested this guy called Anto, and he has been produced in the court. Yes, it's a very kind of shocking incident. We know what happened on February 2017. An actress was molested, and that too in a moving car. And but what makes this incident more dangerous, is that even after the victim, the girl, this actress, being
right.
having
So
this
this is the second instance that way, Vivek, of an actress getting molested in a moving train. Of course, she showed a lot of guts and gumption to hand over the sexual predator to the police. Many thanks for giving us the latest details. A road accident in Jharkhand proved fatal for 5 people, while 7 others were left grievously injured. A Scorpio car collided with a truck in Latehar. The injured were rushed to a nearby hospital. Let me get in more information on this from Shyam, who joins me on the phone line. Shyam, when and where did this happen? What is the status right now? Well, let me just recap what I just reported of this road accident in Jharkhand that has proved to be fatal for 5 people. 7 others have been injured. We are given to understand that a Scorpio car had a head-on collision with a truck in Latehar. The injured have been rushed to the nearby hospital. 5 people declared dead in this incident in a case of car collision. Those pictures running on your screens are of that incident from the location of this accident. And like we've been saying, 7 injured, 5 dead. It's a massive road accident that took place there in Latehar. We're waiting for more information to come in as to what exactly happened there and whether there was a human error or a technical snag or what exactly led to this accident. Let me go across to Shyam. Yes, Shyam, over to you for more. I'm afraid we lost the line with Shyam, but that's the information we have as of now. News coming in from the state of Bihar. A train ran over 5 people, 4 immediately dead in that incident, 1 critically injured after being run over by a train in Bihar's Siwan district. Let's listen in to the authorities' statement after the accident. We'll try to get you the word from the DM on this incident. Let me first also just remind our viewers that this is a case where a train ran over 5 people, 4 of them dead, 1 critically injured. This took place in Siwan district of Bihar.
निर्देश में जो अनुमान्य है मुआवजा 4 लाख प्रति मृतक वो हम लोग कार्रवाई कर रहे हैं। कितने लोगों की मौत की पुष्टि हुई? 4 लोगों की मृत्यु की अभी तक पुष्टि हुई है। घायलों को इलाज के लिए हम लोग PMCH भेजे हुए हैं।
सर कैसे हादसा हुआ सर?
जो प्रत्यक्षदर्शी हैं उनका कहना है कि कचहरी ढाला के पहले जो पुल है वहाँ से वो क्रॉस कर रहे थे, सामने से जो ट्रेन थी सिवान गोरखपुर एक्सप्रेस वो अभी पुष्टि नहीं हुई, हम लोग रेल प्रशासन से उसकी पुष्टि कर रहे हैं। तो उसके मद्देनजर इन लोग नीचे जंप किए हैं सभी लोग, और जंप करने के क्रम में 4 लोगों की मृत्यु।
Shyam Sundar joining me on the phone line. Shyam, wanted your inputs on 2 of these accidents that we are reporting. One, of course, that happened in Latehar, and now tell us more about this particular one where a train ran over 5 people. How did that happen?
Well, this incident happened in Siwan district of Bihar. Now, it's been said that these people early in the morning were crossing the railway tracks near Kachari railway station, and it's been said that in the meanwhile, a train which was coming moved down these people. Now, it's been said that it was a local railway pull which these people were crossing, and they did not know, and all of a sudden, since it was early morning and it was a foggy day, a train was coming from behind, and these people could not take note of it, and all of a sudden, some people saw the train coming and tried to jump into down the pull, but 4 or 5 people have been run over by the train. That is what the DM has been saying. Now, this incident happened on the Siwan Thave railway route. Now, meanwhile, senior officials have reached the hospital. Many people who have been injured have been admitted to the local hospital there in Siwan.
Yes, but Shyam, in cases like this, responsibility must be fixed. Human life is precious. To be, losing 4 lives in this manner, where do you think the responsibility lies?
Well, absolutely now responsibility should be fixed in this manner, that how could people walk on the railway tracks early in the morning when they were going to catch the train at the Kachari railway station? Why were these people not using the proper road to go to the station, and rather using this railway bridge which was there? But definitely inquiry should be instituted into this and looked into it as to how could people come on the railway track and were taking a shortcut route just to catch a train.
Yes, there must be systems in place, there must be compliances, and we just have heard the massive allocation for railways, but these little loopholes, Shyam, that exist must be fixed, isn't it? Many thanks for joining us with your inputs on this story. Just days after Bengaluru lake grabbed headlines for catching fire for the first time in 2018, the largest lake of Bengaluru caught fire once again on Thursday. The smoke appeared to be coming from the same side of the lake that had caught fire earlier on the 19th of January, which is on the Iblur side, for those who are familiar with this locality, close to the army property. Now, this is where it happened. Remember, it took the army 28 hours to control the fire last time. Srija joining me on the phone line. Srija, this has become some sort of a sanitation and health nightmare. It's a huge environmental crisis. Look at the hazards that this lake has been posing for the citizens. Give us a sense of what is the status right now.
Well, as far as the status is concerned, we understand that this fire broke out at between 3:30 p.m. and 4 p.m. This is on Thursday, but however, the fire later died on its own. It's what we are given to understand. Just a couple of hours later, even before the fire tenders rushed to the spot. But another point to be noted here is because remember, just a fortnight after, we are seeing a second fire. So what really has the authorities done as far as your immediate solution is concerned? Because continuing
Yes.
its hearing in the Bengaluru Lake fire, the National Green Tribunal had passed interim directions to the state authorities, including the Karnataka Pollution Control Board, in fact, to work in collaboration with the Indian Institute of Science to study the macrophytes, that is the water hyacinth and the dry grass, because this time again what went up in flames was the peat or the coir, what we are seeing, the dry grass, and also the accumulation of methane, which has once again been confirmed by the Karnataka State Pollution Control Board. So despite knowing the fact what are the causes for the fire, we do not see anything on ground as far as the cleaning of the lake or de-weeding for that matter, or even stopping the effluent flowing into the water body has still not been done as far as the civic bodies who are the custodian of the lake is concerned. Instead, we understand that they are targeting right now the apartment owners. Nearly 99 apartments within the vicinity of the water body are now being targeted,
Right.
instead of nearly 488 industries which are operating within the 5-kilometer radius of Bengaluru Lake.
Right. So on one hand, you have this industrialization process happening, but on the other hand, look at those toxic fumes that we are showing our viewers right now. One can just imagine what it does to the air quality, Srija.
Absolutely, because we are also looking at the problems right now being faced by the residents, because this is not something a 1 or 2 month issue, because we have been seeing constantly for over 10 years, and does it really take, for several governments have come and gone by. So that is the question now the residents are raising, saying that does it really take more than 10 to 15 years for government even to find a solution, because it's a water body, it's a 900-acre water body. They have left it to die, leaving all the industries to pollute it, because we are seeing a lot of even children, even small children, and including adults and senior citizens as well. They are facing respiratory issues. Also, one of them had to undergo recently an eye operation because of the
Right.
frost, in fact, entering one person's eyes. So clearly it is a hazardous situation at this point in time, but we do not see any seriousness as far as the civic authorities are concerned.
Absolutely hazardous situation at various levels, at the level, of course, of air pollution, at the level of how these natural lakes are becoming dumping grounds for industrial waste and affluents. Srija has been reporting on this for quite some time. Thanks so much for updating us.
Every day, in every city, there's a story. A story that holds your future. A story that can make the present better.
It's time to get real. Let's unravel facts. Let's focus on the impact. Let's discuss issues. Let's debate the risks. Let's take action.
We are your reflection. We are your voice.
Mirror now. You first.
Some quick national updates. Congress party members under the leadership of Sajjan Singh Verma, who is the former MP and present AICC secretary, met the Devas SP. There was a demand made for the revocation of the National Security Act against the Karni Sena member Umesh Gaur, who is also a Congress worker. Gaur is believed to have led a mob of Karni Sena goons and vandalized a dhaba. In order to come up with more alternatives to save the government if the Madras High Court sets aside the disqualification of 18 rebel MLAs, the ruling AIA-DMK offered to give the reins of the party to the Sasikala family. However, the condition is that they keep TTV Dinakaran at bay. Superstar Kamal Hassan refuted charges that he is an anti-Hindu and said that nobody is his enemy. In his regular column in a popular Tamil weekly news magazine, Ananda Vikatan, he further clarified that he views Islam and Christianity in the very same way. A BJP worker has been murdered in Bengaluru. This incident took place ahead of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's public rally in the city on the 4th of February. Predictably, it has set off a political row between the BJP and the Congress. Protests by the North Indian students continue at the administrative block of CUSAT campus, which is a college campus in Cochin, over beef being served as cutlets. The students have demanded that the principal should now step down. Karnataka BJP is all set to organize a 24-hour cow protection yagya on the 2nd of February. The event will be organized by the Cow Protection Cell of BJP, and the main idea is to create awareness among people on cow protection. The Indian Premier League 2018 auction brought delightful news for Kashmir as Manzoor Dar was roped in by Kings 11 Punjab for season 11. He becomes only the second player so far from the region to be a part of the cash-rich league after Parvez Rasool. Two Telangana traffic cops have emerged as heroes after they saved the life of a commuter. A man suffered a massive heart attack on the middle of the road and lost consciousness. He was rushed to the hospital, but before that he was given artificial respiration by these two cops. The National Investigative Agency has arrested a youth, Mahfouz Alam, from Gopalganj district of Bihar, while the Kolkata STF arrested Jamaatul Mujahideen terrorists in Kolkata. This in connection with the bombs that were recovered from Bodh Gaya. Well, this is just as gruesome and as horrifying as it can get. A 6-year-old girl has been sexually assaulted, murdered, not just that, set ablaze in Tamil Nadu's Tuticorin district. The deceased child was a daily wager's daughter. The police have arrested a 14-year-old school dropout from the neighborhood of the deceased on charges of raping and murdering the girl. After sexually assaulting the 6-year-old and strangling her to death, he tried to set the body on fire and pass off the murder, in fact, as a fire accident, but the accused was later nabbed by the police. Pramod Madhav joining me on the phone line. Pramod, one minor involved in the murder of another, a 6-year-old. Now, this is really absolutely unbelievable. Tell us more about it.
Well, this is absolutely horrendous and absolutely inhumane that occurred in the district of Tuticorin in Tamil Nadu 2 days ago. What exactly happened is that this 6-year-old victim was the daughter of a daily wager who has sent her to study in a government creche. And after her coming back from school, what she does is that she was playing outside her home. At that point, only the accused, who is also a neighbor of the girl, abducted her, took her into the home, and he tried to sexually assault her. At this point, she started crying and yelling, and to control her and to close her mouth, what he did was he had strangulated her, and then he found out that he had killed her. At that point, he had poured kerosene over her and set her on fire. The accused also ran out of the place again and yelled, claiming that his house is on fire, and everybody, as we were trying to put down the fire and as the cops were on the way, he used that moment to escape from the location. As the body was taken to the hospital, only then it was found out that the girl was sexually assaulted and she was strangulated to death, after which the cops began to search for this accused, and finally they caught him, and right now he's been booked under charges.
Right, a 14-year-old has been booked, but somewhere the authorities must address why is it that these incidents are taking place in rural areas, in several areas across the country, in fact, in our country. Thanks so much for updating us. Moving on, a stabbing has been caught on camera as an argument broke out between two students in a Jodhpur government school. During a short break, two class 11 students fought with each other, one of them reaching out for a pair of scissors and stabbed the other. The entire incident has been caught on CCTV footage. The injured student has been admitted to MG Hospital while his parents are now seeking police action. The accused student fled the scene. He is currently absconding. We're trying to get more inputs on this story. Arvind is tracking it for us. What we are given to understand is that the culprit is still at large. Now, here is another case of a scuffle between two students, this time in a government school in Jodhpur. Arvind is back with us. Yes, Arvind, tell us whether any progress has been made in nabbing the culprit.
has accepted the complaint of the family of Manoj, the boy who was stabbed by Aryan in the 11th class on Thursday in Government Senior Secondary School of Badwasia in Jodhpur. But so far no arrest has been made, or police is still maintaining that they have sent teams to nab Aryan wherever he is. But obviously police is also maintaining that as he is a minor, then he would be treated as a juvenile, and then the whole case will proceed. But still what the school authorities in Jodhpur are saying that they are taking this issue very seriously, and obviously they would instill some sense in their students also that they should not get involved into these kind of incidents, because this is very serious that a boy has took out a seizure and tried to stab a fellow student in his class, and a whole act has been caught on camera. Now this whole CCTV system has been installed in this government senior secondary school for the security of the students. But now it has turned out that how aggressive these students are becoming, and even they are not shying away to stab the fellow students when they get angry. So school administration has taken a very serious note of this, and they say that they would act according to the rules to get to the bottom of this, that what caused this kind of incident, and this kind of incident doesn't repeat in their school.
Right. And what is shocking is while all of this was happening, there was absolutely nobody in a responsible position to intervene, and the student actually had access to a sharp instrument. Those are the questions we continue to raise. Thanks so much, Arvind. Moving on, 36 NCC cadets who were attending a training camp at Nainital have fallen ill due to food poisoning. This comes after the cadets complained about stale and undercooked food being served to them. 12 of them have been admitted to the hospital, and investigation is initiated into the incident right now.
77 यूके बटालियन अल्मोड़ा की टीम के साथ जो रानीबाग में कैंप चल रहा है एनसीसी का, उसमें से करीब 36 बच्चे लड़कियां जो हैं पेट दर्द की शिकायत पर वहां से इलाज के लिए बाहर आना बताया गया है, जिसमें से अभी 12 बच्चे सुजला तिवारी हॉस्पिटल में एडमिट हैं। मैंने भी उनसे बात करी है, पेट दर्द की शिकायत बता रहे हैं, डॉक्टर उनका इलाज कर रहे हैं, और मैंने अभी उनसे पूछने का प्रयास किया है कि क्या समस्याएं हैं उनकी। तो यद्यप मौखिक रूप से बता रहे हैं कि कच्चा खाना बनता था जिससे हमें पेट दर्द की शिकायत हुई है, और चूँकि मुझे प्रकरण गंभीर लग रहा है इसलिए मैं जिलाधिकारी महोदय के संज्ञान में विषय को ला रहा हूँ, और इसमें फर्दर जो भी कार्रवाई होगी वो भी की जाएगी।
जब से हमें खाना ठीक नहीं मिल रहा है, चावल बनते हैं आधे कच्चे होते हैं आधे पके हुए होते हैं, जिसकी वजह से हमारे पेट दर्द हो रहा है। मेडिसिन ले रहे थे हम वहाँ से, तो अब ज़्यादा तबीयत खराब हो गई, इसलिए हमें यहाँ पर आना पड़ा। 300 कुछ बच्चे हैं हमारे कैंप में, और भी लोगों को प्रॉब्लम है, लेकिन जिसको ज़्यादा ही प्रॉब्लम हो गई वो यहाँ आए हैं।
And well, here we have some positive news on India this morning. Most metro networks in India are usually overground, but Mumbai is now all set to get a virtually exclusive underground section in the form of Metro 3. It may have been commissioned quite some time ago, but Mirror now was given exclusive access to the mega tunnels that are being dug right under Mumbaikars' feet. And this will be a network of 27 stations across 33.5 kilometers. Richa Sharma has the details.
On the surface, the hustle and bustle of city life continues. 100 feet below, though, a small army of workers is on the clock to get Mumbai ready for the future.
I am currently standing at the Vidyanagari metro station tunnel work project that is currently underway here. This is between Bandra Kurla complex and Kalina, and as you can see right behind me is the boring machine, which is how a tunnel is created. And this is a 33.5 kilometer project between Kolaba, Seeps and Bandra, and certainly this will be catering to lakhs and lakhs of commuters who travel from suburbs all the way to town and back and forth.
All this for the ambitious Metro 3 corridor in Mumbai, the majority of which is underground. The Metro 3 corridor will zip through south and central Mumbai and the western suburbs, from Kolaba to Seeps in Andheri, making halts at 27 stations, of which 26 are underground. 17 tunnel boring machines are in operation all across the city. 300 meters of the 33.5 kilometers have been dug so far. The metro, though, has an ambitious deadline, with hopes it can be operational by the year 2022.
This is a fully end-to-end underground corridor. So far, we have completed about 15 to 16% of work. In terms of actually physical features of the work which we are doing now, all 26 underground stations we have started the work.
But Mumbai's unique geographical position and topography add some serious challenges. Taking the project through reclaimed land and the proximity to the ocean add to the complexities of putting this project together.
Here the complete strata is hard rock, so that poses some kind of challenge in terms of tunneling, the speed of tunneling, but of course it is safe also to do tunneling in hard strata. The water table here is high, plus the city is extremely congested.
Mumbai has already gotten a taste of what it's like to travel on these metros, and once the entire network is up, it's expected to carry 90 lakh people and ease some of the burden that Mumbai's aging rail network has had to shoulder for decades now.
Clearly, this will be a better alternative for the commute of the Mumbaikars who have been struggling when it comes to travelling by local trains or by roads because of the traffic every single day.
With Richa Sharma in Mumbai, Viren Farao, Mirror Now.
Well, so some reason to cheer for the Mumbaikars. Let's hope the city gets decongested. Thanks for watching. News and updates continue after this break.